Hey guys, this is WWE Commandment 13 back at you with another video. I'm here with my close personal friend, yugioh98, aka Sergeant Schultz. Say hello to the people.
Hey, everybody!
Yes. We are here for the first time since a long time ago, and the last time we tried to make a video together didn't exactly work because for some reason the video was not picking up his voice very well. But we already tested it, and as far as I can tell, the video will pick up his voice. So let's get this thing started, shall we? First match of the night we'll be predicting on is the SmackDown Elimination Chamber. Your participants are Dolph Ziggler, Kane, Edge, Drew McIntyre, Rey Mysterio, and Wade Barrett. And this is actually for the world title, whereas the Raw Elimination Chamber is just for the #1 contendership of the WWE Championship at WrestleMania. Now, since I usually like to go first, I'll hand the ball off to you first, Sarge. Who do you think's going to go home with the world title after this Sunday?
Right now, if Edge does not have the title leaving SmackDown, he will get it back after the Elimination Chamber.
So your pick for the Elimination Chamber is Edge.
Yep.
Okay, I'll write that down in my handy-dandy notepad.
Did you have to go on Blue's Clues?
Yes, I did, because I'm that awesome. So your reasoning for why Edge would win is what if somehow he still has the world title heading into Elimination Chamber?
Well, if he still is the World Heavyweight Champion going into Elimination Chamber, then I'm going to have to go with Kane.
Ooh, very nice. Kane taking the title back. Okay, I respect that. For me, I have a couple different, but if I had to pick just one, I'm going to have to say Drew McIntyre. Now, he's been really vicious as of late, and I really think that his new vicious aggression type attitude is really going to suit him in this Elimination Chamber type of matchup. Irregardless of who's the champion going into the Elimination Chamber, for me, I have to believe it's going to be Drew McIntyre going home with the world title heading into WrestleMania. Now that we're done with that match, we're going to go to the Raw Elimination Chamber for the #1 contendership of the world WWE title at WrestleMania. Sarge, who you think's going to go home with the #1 contendership of the WWE Championship?
I'm going to have to, well, I'm going to have to go with someone that I don't usually go with. Randy Orton.
Going with Randy Orton to go home with the #1 contendership and face either the Miz or Jerry Lawler at WrestleMania?
Yep.
Well, for me, he's going to think it's predictable to me. But I'm going to have to go with CM Punk.
Of course.
I knew he was going to say that. But I really think it's CM Punk's time to get back into the main event spot. And although I'm kind of confused here because if the Miz, because I'm going to split this decision down the middle actually. I'm going to say either CM Punk will win or John Morrison will win. Now, I think it's just about time CM Punk got back in the main event and back in the title picture. John Morrison, it's been his time to go to the main event for a long time now. I really just think, that he deserves to go to that next level, And the next match is the WWE Championship match, The Miz versus Jerry Lawler. Now, I'm pretty sure I know who Sergeant's going to say, but I'm going to ask anyway. Sarge, who you think's gonna go home with the WWE Championship heading in to WrestleMania?
I have to agree with you on that one. You usually able to protect it, but I'm not even sure on this. Look back. The Miz has never beaten Daniel Bryan before this past Monday night. And then come to think of it, he has never beaten Jerry the King Lawler either.
Without the help of either Michael Cole or Alex Riley, or because he did beat Jerry Lawler in the TLC match, but that was because
Michael Cole interfered.
Yeah.
But what that? Everyone knows that Jerry Lawler would have been the WWE champion.
So, are my ears deceiving me? Or are you saying you think The Miz is going to retain this Sunday and remain the WWE champion heading into
WrestleMania? There's a chance, but my mind's still set on Jerry the King Lawler on his first ever WWE title.
And I knew you were going to say Lawler. I knew it. I really did. And you should know who I'm going to pick. No offense to the King. I love the King. He is
awesome!
Yeah, I'm going to have to go with The Miz. I really love Jerry the King Lawler. He was, I really got into him, especially after watching the late night AWA wrestling on, ESPN a while back. I watched that, and I saw some really old Jerry Lawler facing people like Nick Bockwinkel and Mr. Perfect and stuff. But, no offense, his time has come and passed. I think The Miz, without the help of Alex Riley or Michael Cole or anyone, is going to pick up the win and retain his WWE Championship. And by the way, everyone seems to say that The Miz can't retain the title by himself. But does anyone remember? He retained against John Morrison fair and square. Alex Riley was basically no help in that match. So, yeah, I'm just getting that out there. But to go on and to keep this thing rolling, the next match is not confirmed for the card yet, but we're just assuming that it's going to happen, I guess. It is Kofi Kingston versus Alberto Del Rio for the Intercontental Championship.
But if it is going to happen, we're not even sure it will be for the Intercontinental title.
It may or may not be. We don't know. So, Sarge, who do you think's going to come out on top in this match? Kofi Kingston or Alberto Del Rio?
You know, I'm going to have to go with Kofi. Alberto Del Rio, yeah, he beat Kofi up, but when it comes to title matches, Kofi is on top. Not to mention, Alberto Del Rio will be looking towards the World Heavyweight title match coming up at WrestleMania.
This is why it gets confusing for me, because I don't know whether the Intercontinental Championship is up for grabs or not. If it is, then I'm going to have to agree with Sargent and go with Kofi Kingston. But if it's not, if it's just a regular one-on-one match, non-title, I'd have to give it to Alberto Del Rio, because it would make no sense unless the title was on the line for the Intercontinental Champion to beat the number one contender for the world title. It just wouldn't make any sense to me. So, I'm split down the middle. I'll be able to make a more accurate pick after SmackDown tomorrow, once I figure out whether it's for the title or not. But for right now, I'm just going to say I can't decide. If it's non-title, Alberto Del Rio. If it's for the title, it'll be Kofi Kingston retaining, because I don't see any point of having Alberto Del Rio go into WrestleMania against the world champion as Intercontinental Champion. It does not make any sense to me whatsoever. Now, the next match is another one of those that we're not 100% sure. Well, actually, it's on the card. They just haven't, put it on the website or anything yet. So, because I do remember them saying last week that this was going to happen at Elimination Chamber. It is for the Unified Tag Team Championships. Whatever. I'm going to call them the Unified Tag Team Championships because I can. Now, to get this thing rolling, Serge, tell me who you think. Do you think it's going to be the core of Justin Gabriel and Heath Slater? Or do you think it's going to be the...
I know there's something I'm crazy for this.
Don't you dare.
But...
Don't you even...
I'm going to have to go with Santino Marella and Vladimir Kozlov.
Wow, really? Marella and Okay, explain that to me. Explain to me how you think that Kozlov and Marella are going to win. Why they should win. Give me a reason. Throw some logic at me.
Let's see, right now, Kozlov and Santino got the power on their side. Yeah, look at Gabriel and Slater. They got the speed, but what speed without the power? By going up against a brick wall.
Well, look at the Flash. If the Flash goes fast enough, he could go straight through the brick wall without even hurting himself. But enough talk about comic books. I'm going to have to completely disagree with you there because the core is definitely going to win because, one, they have the numbers advantage because they'll most likely... Gabriel and Slater will probably have Ezekiel Jackson at ringside with them. And just on intimidation alone, I think Ezekiel Jackson's going to play a huge part in the match. Let alone the fact that they're really good at distracting the referee so Ezekiel Jackson can knock out Kozlov for Santino. And besides that, I think Heath Slater and Justin Gabriel are just all-around better athletes than Santino Marella and Kozlov. I really think that Gabriel and Slater are going to bring this one home for the core. And at WrestleMania, it'll be the core versus the Nexus for the tag titles, I'm sure. That's my opinion. But, this has been our predictions, and we're up to 13 minutes. Ridiculousness. Sarge, is there anything you want to say to the people before we sign off?
Nope, not at all.
You're not even going to plug your channel and say, go subscribe to yugioh98?
Why? You just said it.
That's a good point. What the hell? Go subscribe to yugioh98. What the hell? Go subscribe. I'll put a link somewhere here, maybe. Right here? Here? Yeah.
You'll put it someplace.
Somewhere in this general area. But we're going to go. We're going to continue our Skype call. Enjoy life and all that. Be sure to follow me on Twitter and add me on Facebook. Follow me on Twitter @Spiderman137. Peace.